Hey, little munchkin. Checking everything over. You're fine, sweet pea. Why'd you finally start talking right when I'm starting the stream? Little butthead. And... okay, I think we are good. Furby. So naughty. Okay. I've been working on a few things, but mainly... look, I've been making a new fake one. The eyes don't really blend in because I don't really do the colored sclera thing, except for if I have a full-on colored iris as well. But I want it to be a black iris. So maybe if I outline it, it'll fit better. But I'm just not sure because I don't want it to be too much. Furby! Let me just finish this and see if it looks okay. Okay. The black is too dark at the top, so I can fix that easily enough. Furby! Kitty, please. He is such a naughty little face. He's a naughty little baby. Boop. And there we are. Now we can get started on the shading. You can't even see the shading on the eye, so I don't think I'll do white shading on the eye. I think I'll do the black shading. That way you can actually see that the eye is shaded. Furby. Big fat brush. Just to add some depth to the eye. A bit more shading. There, that's good. Drawing assist for this one. That way they match. First, it's a bit too much on this one. There. Furby. There we go. Some proper shading on the eye. That way you can add some depth. Now we'll focus on the body. We're going to do the darker shading first. That way we can just get it out of the way. We're going to keep doing the trick we did before. Just going to be a bit different now. There we go. Then we do this. There. That should be good. Oops, eraser's still fat. Furby. Furby. Oof. There we go. Okay, that looks good. That looks good. There we go. There we go. That's looking better. Oh. There we go. A nice bit of shading. Give some depth to the wing. I can't decide if I want to keep this a 1 stage or if I should make it a 2 stage. Everything's going good. Almost completely done with the shading. There we go. A little bit smaller, just do a bit of shading right on the nose. There we are. Ugh, Barbie. And there we are. I've noticed recently most of the Fakemon I draw, they can fly or they are birds. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but still. It's weird that I do mostly birds. Da, 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 da. And we're done. Now moving on. I guess we can move on to more work on you. I want to finish the cane, but first, just gonna move this over so I can have a perfect split down the middle for my cane. I think there we are. That's in the middle. Oops. Line's too thick. There we go. Oh, my stomach hurts. There we are. There we are. There we are. There we are. Okay. Getting super close to having a bright kind of outline. The other outline is too shaky because it got sized up. Okay, this line goes here. This line goes here. There we go. Now, I just have to draw the rest of the snake. Da, 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 da. And we're almost done with this. Oops. There we are. And boop. Boop. Now we just gotta add stripey thingies. Da, da, da. Oops. Eraser's too big. Still a bit too big. There we go. Oh. Da, 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 da. Da, 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 da. Here we go. Now I just gotta erase these bits and we're all good. And da, da, da. And da, 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 da. Here we are. Now I just gotta redo the color on this one. Erase a bit there. There we are. There we are. Erase a bit. Erase a bit. Kirby. Erase a bit. Here we are. Here we are. There we are. And here we are. That's all done. Boop, boop. There we are. Okay. Okay, so it's basically the same still. Anyway, gotta get the... Oops. Why did you do that? How do I get it back to... I wanna reset it. How do I reset it? Oh, perfect. Is that right in the middle? Oh, that's so much easier than having to try and move it myself. Thank goodness. I can get back to doing the color. I want to do the cane. I'll do the big one first, and then I move on to the smaller one. That way I can actually get the colors right. Because I can base it off the big one. So first we're gonna... Furby! Being quite rude, little guy. Let's see. Let's give you a nice pale color. And a bit more towards the reds. Okay, I guess. Maybe a bit less actual flesh tone. Still pretty fleshy. This grayish color is good. A bit darker, a bit more color. No. Okay, so the dark isn't working. That'll do, I guess. Okay. Now his fur. Where's his fur? Here it is. Okay, so I want his fur to be a nice maroon. Actually, I want his hair to match his fur, so whatever color I decide for his hair, that'll be color for his fur. Let's see. Yes to this, but also I want to go from blonde to that color because he's a fallen angel. I want to still have some of his original hair color just peeking out from the tips. Furby! From blonde to blood. There we are. And that looks better. Still not as seamless as I would like. So, okay, there. So I want the hair, the wings and fur to be this color. And then we can work on, give me a second, mother. And then we work on this. Nope, too thick. No, too thin. Is this? I guess that's the right thickness. Anyway. When I did the redesigns before, I used to do a side-by-side with them with and without clothes so you can actually see what their body looks like. But I didn't do that this time, and I'm sort of regretting it because I want you to be able to see that his fur doesn't just go from the fleet. But I guess that is not going to happen. I'm gonna have to go from foot up. Just want hints of the color. No, it doesn't work on the wings. Maybe. I mean, this color doesn't look bad for the wing. There we go. My wrist is already starting to cramp up. Oops. Now I'm gonna do a white undershirt, or at least a pale pink. Oh, that'll match too much with the skin tone. Let's see if I can't give you a better one. No. A gargoyle-like skin tone would work. Hi, Rabbit. I've been a bit lonely because no one has joined the stream yet. I'm so glad you're here. We're working on our Lucifer. It's okay. Last week I had to stream on Sunday, so I can understand the confusion. I'm just wondering where Jermaine is. He might just be tired from all his exams this week, or could have forgot that Saturday, or could be on vacation because exams might be over. Does he look too vampire-y? Or would that be good because I'm pretty sure I like what I'm doing, but I'm not sure. I don't like the shirt that much being white because the red really clashes, and I want to keep some red on him. Maybe just because all the other colors are clashing, because I haven't finished all the colors. But I know I don't want yes, so I'm going to make it a bit darker to match. Or maybe this one goes darker. This one goes lighter. Now it looks like he's not wearing a shirt underneath. And he is. I'm having a hard time with his flesh tone because I don't want him to just be plain white like the original. Oh, my week's been good. The yellow doesn't look good either. Maybe an icy blue? No. The lighter colors just don't look right. No. Oh, that's too orange. We are not going for that kind of look. Not pale enough. I forgot to include the fact that it's going to be a middle. And then we erase that. How's your week been? Sorry I didn't ask that right away. I was a bit busy doing the lines. How's your book thing been doing? Maybe it's the hair. Maybe I should just go full blonde. That way it's not clashing as much. I'll go with the blonde, I guess. I hated having to do the consistency shit if I was planning on doing a longer story. That's why I sucked at it. Yeah. Well, I bet they're good. pinstripe is a good look on him. Mixed. Is it the corset being so red? Because I'm thinking of making it a darker color. Oh, too dark. Is that better? Should I also make the... He really does look like Jack Skellington now. Well, that's good. The wings are a bit off. I liked the feathery wings, but I also liked the bat wing thing, so I did a mix. Ooh, good for you. Should the wing be blood red to go along with feet color, or should it be darker? And I'm thinking of making the blonde not as pure blonde, but maybe a dirty blonde. Oh no, that's too gray. A little orange. What do you think of this color? Because the other blonde, it clashed too much with the darker colors. But I'm not sure about this one either. It's still a bit too dark. That's too gray. Maybe a bit lighter? Okay, that's okay. There we are. That's better. Just a tiny bit lighter worked. It's so much grayer on your guys' side of the screen. I wish you could see the actual color I'm seeing, because it's so much more vibrant. Now we can do the coloring in of the eyes. Okay. And then we can do this. I'm not sure I'm gonna be keeping the Scalera white. I'm just doing that for now. That way I can get a good basis of the color I want. This one I'm gonna be keeping completely whatever color I decide on for the actual color. Maybe a bit of blue in the center. I'm not sure. What do you think about that little bit of blue? Because it's not actually the iris, it's just a bit of blue in the center. Or should I? Ooh, I actually have an idea. This one goes completely blue. Oh, go ahead. Hey, I understand that feeling of thinking something you're doing isn't good enough, so you do it again. I do that a lot with my drawings. You see me do that with my redesigns. It's a whole process. You find something you don't like about your work, so you redo it, and redo it and redo it until you're happy with it. Then 10 days later, maybe even just an hour or so later, you're unhappy with it again, but everyone else seems to think it's fine. I know it seems like I'm not doing much on the drawing right now, but I am in fact blending the eye. That's good. Do you think the split's good, or should I undo that split and make it purple? That way it's not so clashy. Because I can do a mix of this color and this color to make... What the hell is this? Why wouldn't it... Oh. Then plus this one. It should be purple. Why isn't it making a purple? Why is it making that color? An artologist. Ugh. Or do you think this would be better? Red plus blue is purple, not whatever the hell those colors were. That confused me. It's simple color theory. I'm not sure. I mean, I like the blend, but that blue is not making it easy to pull off. So I'm thinking of maybe trying a different blue. One that has a little less green in it. And more sky blue. Oh, the sky blue looks a bit better. Maybe a little bit less that red. A little darker, maybe. There we go. And there we go. Now let's try mix. Oops. That's a purple. No, it's too blue on one side. I can't get a good solid go into the middle. Maybe keep the red. Soft blend. Perfect, but the brush won't go down further without being extra small. Maybe I should have done 4 eyes. Go more red. The mixing just doesn't look right. I think maybe. Nope. Nope. Lighter color. So lighter. And then just maybe keep that. Maybe. Do you think that looks better? Instead of having the blend, just have it the Scalera color, like it was originally supposed to be. It's mostly going to be covered by the hair anyway, but I am going to be doing a thing. But I'm not quite happy with the color. Oops, wrong layer. I'm a picky bitch. There. I'm not gonna mess with it anymore. Oops, except for one thing. I forgot one last thing. I'm doing the shading how I want, which means a bit darker. Boop, boop, boop. Bit lighter. Lighter. Nope, needs to be lighter. Pop, 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 pop. Then a white. That's what was missing. Excuse me, the color. Make it red. Oops. And I know what else is missing from this. Some depth to the eye. There, that's better. Boop. Copy, paste. 85. Select. And delete. And that's how I do the hair. Don't you dare say he looks like Alucard. And the best part about the way I do the hair, even when I do a color over it, as I'm about to show you, it still remains transparent, so I can still change it after. If I end up not being happy with the color. And I'm gonna give him the classic horn. Oops, too fat, too thin. Right. Do the ladies have the thick white line, or do the men? Give me a second, I gotta look at my references. It's the men. They're too thick, but they're all too thin right there. So maybe a 7? No, 8. Okay, I guess. I don't like the horns. I want them to match the hooves. I want it to be sort of spiral. I know you can't see what I was doing with the horn, so I'm going to show you. As I went around, I was doing this with each pass to make it give an illusion of a spiral horn. And that makes it look a lot better. Don't you think? you think I should add black tips to the wing? Or do you think that's too much black because of the suit? Or would it clash with the... It would clash with the wing backs, though. There's something I just don't like about the color for the wing backs. It clashes too much with the rest of the color. So maybe a darker color for the wing backs. No. The fur on the legs can be right. I am gonna be adding shading. Or maybe a nicer, lighter color. But red doesn't really look right on it. But I don't want black. Solid red doesn't look right on it either. Maybe more white coated? A little paler yellow. There's not enough yellow. What do you think of that? Or should I make it a little less yellow and a bit like that? Black blends in with the suit too much. Yeah, the yellow just doesn't match the design. I have a lot of things that just don't match. I mean, I like the high-waisted pants, but they don't go with the corset, and I'm so sad about that. Because I like the corset, but they don't go with the pants, and I want those high-waisted pants. So I think we're going to have to be changing some outlining. Okay, I gotta remove the colors so I can get the outline right. I'm gonna give him a naturally thin waist to make up for the fact I have to get rid of my corset. Now, to edit the lines. Oops, too much. There. Goodbye, my beautiful corset. Needs must. And I must get rid of you. I'm gonna copy and paste the button. Now I have the right line. Wait, I don't need a button. I just need a line. I'm so upset. Ugh. Now I have to extend this. Oh. You don't like it? I think the high-waisted pants should remain, but I think they should be rounded out instead of this dip. Oops. Don't worry, I'm not gonna keep the white. Now he's just practically wearing a suit. Oops. Did not mean to erase that. I'm gonna miss my corset. But at least the pants look good. Ow, my wrist. Ow, ow. Look at my high-waisted pants. They're magnificent. I want his bow tie to match the color of his wings. What do you think? Maybe white buttons, or light gray at least. I will miss my beautiful, I'm gonna give them gold actually. Gonna miss my beautiful, beautiful corset, but it just didn't fit. It's too orange, too bright. That's a better gold. He's too pink. No, he's too yellow. Now he clashes with his hair. Still too pink. Why is it so difficult? I don't want him to be too gray, but I also don't want him to be too pink. Maybe a bit more sickly pallor. No, too yellow. Bit of green. And then I do an overlay of a pink and a transparent layer. More transparent. I'm going to do that yellow in the transparency layer. Give it an illusion of a sickly pallor. You need to be a bit more green. A bit grayer. That's a more sickly pallor tone. A bit less saturated, a bit darker. No, keep it at the same brightness. That one's good. There. That's better. Now to actually give its teeth some color. Oh. What do you think of this? We can work more on the color next time, because I'm a bit out of ideas for now. But most of the colors seem okay. It just needs some adjustments, especially the wings. Too mustardy. I want them to be gray to match the fact that it's Fallen Angel, but they don't look right that way. And when I do this, it sort of clashes with the red. But I want them to be able to be red. So I think we're just gonna have to deal with it. Because there's gonna be a lot of clashing colors until I can finalize a color scheme. At least it still looks like he has a corset hidden under his clothes because you can see the rib thing. So in my mind, he has a corset. I will eventually draw him with a corset. But right now, it does not fit. I'm eventually going to redraw her as well when I get more accurate with what I want to do with the style. And I'm going to redraw my imp persona as well, based on what I do with the imps. But everything is a lot better than this. This was a shame. Oh, I forgot. They do their outlines in colors that match. Maybe that's what's wrong. The outline doesn't match the colors. I'm going to worry about that next stream. Oh, next stream's going to be a gaming stream. The stream after next stream. So right now, my arm hurts, my back hurts, and I'm a bit exhausted over this. But first, I want to show you. I finished the shading on this on stream, but look at my pretty bird. And this time, I actually did a perspective of what it looks like from the front. So you know, the eye doesn't look like doesn't just look weird. It's not some abstract eye that goes woo. It's actually a third eye. I haven't decided a name or if it's just going to be a 1 stage or if it's going to be a 2 stage or a 3, but I'm thinking maybe this is just going to be a 2 stage, maybe a 1 stage. But I want this to be the Route 1 bird. I know those are usually 2 or 3 stages. But this would have to be the second stage of a 3-stage line if it's going to be a 3 stage. At least I'll have something to work from if it is the second stage. What do you think of it? Oops. I dropped my pen so it did little dots on the screen. Okay. And I showed you my Frankie last week. That's pretty much all I've worked on in a bit, but my everything basically hurts, especially my wrist from holding my iPad. So I think this is going to be all for this stream. It has been lovely to stream for you, and I'm sorry we didn't get to speak much. I really got to turn on the time thing so I can see when you join the chat, and so I can have the time. There, I put the timestamp on so I can see. Because I like being able to see when you guys join. You joined at 10. It is now 10:47. So you were here for almost an hour. But yeah, I think that's going to be it because I am sore. Anyway, it has been a pleasure to stream for you all, my precious honeybees. Until next time, Queenie Bee, signing out. Later! See you next time, Rabbit. It's going to be a gaming stream, and we will be playing Rollscapes, your favorite. Bye!